Hello people, welcome to Dick in the Kitchen. I'm your host Dick in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make a nice beautiful meal as we always do. We're going to make some orzo with spinach and bacon. We got some butter sizzling, so let's get started. Alright people, so you're going to need orzo, which is a type of pasta, and we've gone ahead and just made that already. In the same pan that I cooked the pasta, I'm going to put my ingredients, some of my first ingredients. So here we have a red bell pepper, we have some corn and some garlic. And like I said, I put some butter in there, and we're just going to go ahead and cook that for 2 minutes. Okay, people? Let's cook that for 2 minutes. Let me give it a little stir. Nice. So once again, people, I am coming to you from my kitchen and I am trying some new food. I have never cooked with orzo before, and it appears to be a very nice ingredient. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, if you eat meat, which as I've said, I dabble with the meat consumption, and today I feel like having some bacon. So we're going to go ahead. I got the low sodium for the sake of my heart. Just go ahead and pull that out. Jesus, that's a long piece of bacon. If you eat meat, go ahead, cook your bacon. Jesus, it's long, it doesn't even fit in my pan. Go ahead and cook that up. Stephanie, you hold on for me. Next we're going to add our beautiful spinach. Cook that for a little bit until it wilts, and then we'll add some orzo to this pan. This should be a really nice meal. Like I said, if you don't eat meat, just omit that ingredient, or maybe, I don't know, do they have some vegetarian options? You might go ahead and try those. I'm not really feeling too funny this week. My spirit is heavy, and it's been it has not been a good week in many ways. On the personal front, I am a busy person, and I've had a lot going on this week, and that has kind of, tuckered me out a little bit. But with consideration for national events and what's going on in the world, it is just, we got the virus, and we got, frankly, a lot of idiots who just cannot stand the prospect of not being able to go buy some bullshit, and just can't stay home for a little bit, and that's all happening. And then we have these police officers killing people in cold blood, in the light of day, and no mercy, no empathy, no concern for human life. We got riots and protests happening all over the country because people are frankly fed up. And it is just, it has been a really awful week in a lot of ways. So I am not feeling particularly funny, or, I'll do what I can to bring some joy into your world in this video, but I just think it's important to acknowledge what's happening. And it's not right. It's not right in the least. And to all 4 of those police officers involved, I wish them not a day of peace for the rest of their lives, because they killed somebody and they didn't have to do that. So, all 4 of you, I hope you never sleep well again in your lives. That's what I have to say about that. You know, I am a Southern person, and you may have some conceptions about that, but I do care about these things. And this bacon, as an aside, is cooking up very nicely. So I guess that's one good damn thing in this hellish world. Well, I have some of these carrots. These should have gone in about 10 minutes ago, but you know, like I said, I'm just a little discombobulated today. My spirit is heavy. So add those carrots in. We'll go ahead and just cook those for a few minutes until they're soft. And then we'll add the Orzo to the pot. I had the pleasure of voting from the comfort of my home, which, if you're an antisocial person such as myself, anytime you can do something from home opposed to being with people, it's just a moment of joy. And so I was able to avoid the crabs, as we all were. This bacon is cooked to my liking, so I'm just going to go ahead and take it out of the pot there. I don't eat a lot of bacon. When I do, it's usually turkey bacon, less fat. You know, I'm trying to, I don't know why I'm trying to live in this wretched, hellish world. But I guess I'm worried about my health. And so I don't normally eat this. But today we're eating it, you know. Anyways, as I was saying, I had the pleasure of voting in the comfort of my home. And I had the pleasure of not, this is a political video, people. I had the pleasure of not seeing Donald Trump's name on my ballot, because I'm not going to vote for the son of a bitch. Never, ever, ever. In terms of my other options, not good enough. And frankly, the Democrats need to get it the hell together and come up with some better people, because Mr. Joe Biden, frankly, he's got blonde hair. He's got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. This is what this man said. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. Now that incoherent, crazy ass speech talking about corn pop, who does not exist. We all know corn pop is not a real person. That was 2 years ago. And this man is going to be president of the United States. Never mind in the fact that he seems to have a predilection for young children, touching them and sniffing them. Oh, don't get me started. Yes. Not good enough, not good enough, not good enough. So I had the pleasure of voting for the comfort in the comfort of my home. And you know, I had some trouble getting the ballot in the envelope. There was a size difference, so I hope my ballot counts. I'm a little worried about that. But what I will say to wrap it all up, I had the pleasure of voting for my home. I had the mispleasure of voting for some people that I wish were not on the ballot, frankly. So, it is what it is. Go ahead and take your Orzo and add it to the damn pan. I'm in a mood today, but I do think this will be a nice meal. Go ahead and mix the pasta up in there. Look at that. Let's turn the heat down just a little bit. You know, as someone who likes to cook, I seem to find myself not having the proper equipment ever. And all this pasta is not going to fit in this pan, so I'm just going to scoop what I can up in here. And we'll call it a day. So, when you made your pasta, excuse me, this my oven is relatively clean, so that's all right. So you should have reserved a half a cup of the pasta water. Looks a little auspicious, but go ahead and just. This is when you. Oh my goodness, that's been sitting out for a while, so. Ooh. We're not gonna add whatever the hell that was. So what you want to do is go ahead and get you some Parmesan. You're gonna need some Parmesan. And go ahead and add you some Parmesan, and then we're gonna go ahead and season it. Now you know I like a lot of cheese, but for the sake of my camera person, I'll just add more cheese in my own bowl. So today we're gonna go on down to the vigil for Mr. George Floyd, and we're gonna pay our respects for his lost life. Go ahead and add some salt. And hopefully I can keep it together. I got a tendency to cry really easily, and I think this is a thing that warrants crying over, honestly. Some garlic powder. And some, you know, I've been to the store many a time and I've never gotten around to getting the black pepper, so we're still using the white pepper. And go ahead and just mix that up. Again, in the spirit of heart healthiness, this is a pretty good meal. Got some red pepper in there, some carrots, some corn, some spinach, and some orzo. Quick, easy, healthy party. Go ahead and scoop it. Looks nice and creamy and delicious. And go ahead and take your individual bowl and make it your own. What that means for me is I'm going to add more cheese, more red pepper flakes, and some bacon. It could mean whatever you want it to mean for you. For me, today I'm eating my feelings. Maybe not a thing you should do, but can I swear on this channel? I've never sworn before. Well, fuck it. That's what I have to say. Is fuck it. Let me taste this bacon on its own. The low sodium option. I've never had that. That's good. That's nice. I recommend this bacon. The low sodium option. Go ahead and break it up a little. And then I'm gonna eat it. Alright people, let's give it a taste and see what this is doing to the mouth. What'd that mouth do? It eats this. Very, very nice. Very, very tasty. It's nice with a little kick. I like that, so I'm going to add a little more. It's savory, it's creamy, it's easy to make, it's a beautiful meal. I highly recommend this recipe. Top 5. I do like this. Alright people, that's it for Dick in the Kitchen. Hopefully there's no hellish events that happen between now and the time I see you again, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. At the very least, the best thing we can do right now, one of the best things we can do is nourish our bodies. So go ahead and make this meal. Maybe omit the bacon, do what feels right to you. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in, people. The Democratic nominee likes to sniff young children, and that's the truth. He likes to touch them inappropriately. He ain't right. He ain't right. It's too hot. I need the sun to, I wish I had a dial so I could turn down the sun.